Let me know in the comments, what's your vision of a healthy lifestyle and what's one goal that you have right now that will help you to achieve that? Now we're gonna take that goal and break it down a bit more so that by the end of the video, you have a highly refined goal that you're more likely to achieve. If you aren't exactly sure what your current goal is and you don't know how exactly to reach that vision that you have for yourself, try making a list of your daily habits and find ones that are going to be relatively easy for you to achieve, just to get your self-confidence and your self-efficacy built up, and it'll kind of start a ripple effect so that your other goals are more easy to achieve once you get that momentum going. On the other hand, you can pick one that might make the biggest impact in your life right now. So whatever that is, just start thinking about it and keep that in mind as we go through the video. Some of you may know already about SMART goals. SMART goals stand for specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-oriented. Goals like eat healthier or exercise more are too vague because we don't have a way to actually track them or to know when we've achieved them. So let's break it down and go through the process. I'm going to use one of my personal goals as an example. I have a goal of learning to jump rope. Let me know in the comments if any of you are jump ropers, but if I just leave my goal there as I want to start jump roping, which I have done before, it's really easy to just fall out of the habit and to not feel like you actually achieved anything. So let's start with the S for specific. I'm going to break down my goal of starting to jump rope a little bit more by saying I'm going to jump rope 2 times per week. So now I have a better idea of what I'll be doing, but let's break it down even further and get into the M for measurable. I'm going to build upon my goal of jump roping twice per week and say I'm going to jump rope twice per week for 20 minutes. So now when the week comes to an end, I'm going to know exactly whether I achieved that goal that week, and it'll also help me in planning my week when I know that I have to just plan for 2 20-minute sessions. Moving on to the A for attainable. Ask yourself, is this attainable for me right now? I know that if I had set a goal of jump roping every day or 5 times per week or anything more than 2, I think it won't be attainable for me. I know that my joints are gonna start hurting, work is gonna get busy, and then I'm gonna miss some days. And when the week comes to an end, I'm going to feel like I didn't reach my goal, like I failed. So I know that anything more than 2 is not attainable for me at this moment, but 2 times per week jump roping is attainable. So don't worry about starting slow because you can always build upon it later. Next is the R for relevant. So ask yourself simply, is this goal relevant to me? Does this fit into the big picture vision that I have for myself? For me, jump roping does fit into my vision. It's relevant to me because I like to exercise and I like to do things that are fun and a little bit new and challenging. I don't like running, so I'm not going to set a goal of running twice per week because that's just not really relevant to what I like and my lifestyle. So yes, this does feel relevant to me and it fits in with my goal of creating a joyful movement pattern. Now that we've confirmed that my goal is relevant to me, let's move on to the T, which is for time-oriented. Now, there are a few ways that you could incorporate time into your goal. One way is just to set an end date by which you hope to achieve the goal. So let's bring in another example. Maybe you have a goal of squatting 100 pounds. Maybe you'll set that goal of squatting 100 pounds by your 30th birthday or by the end of the year or by a specific date. So I might say that by the end of the year, I want to be able to jump rope for 30 minutes consecutively, which to me right now feels like a lot. Or I might say that by November, I want to be able to do a double under. For me right now, I just want this to be an ongoing habit, so I don't necessarily have an end date in mind for anything. So instead, I'm going to bring in the time component by saying that I'm going to keep up this habit of mine for 6 consecutive weeks. So my revised goal at this point is I will jump rope 2 times per week for 20-minute sessions for 6 consecutive weeks. Another way that you could just add in time is to bring in the time of day that you're going to perform that task. So I could say that I'm going to do those 20-minute jump roping sessions twice per week in the morning before work or during my lunch break. And again, this just helps with your planning. The more specific you get, the more likely you are to achieve it because you're not waking up that day and going, okay, I have to do my 20-minute jump roping session. When am I gonna fit that in? You already know that you're gonna do it during lunch or you are gonna get up and just have your coffee and go. All right, so we just took my goal of starting to jump rope from just I will start jump roping, to now saying I will jump rope for 20-minute sessions 2 times per week for 6 consecutive weeks. And then after that, I can maybe add on to say I'll jump for 25-minute sessions, or I'll just add on another day to keep my goal interesting and evolving. Let's go through some other ideas though, just in case the jump roping thing doesn't resonate with you at all. And I want to help you guys get thinking in this way so that you can apply the SMART technique to any goal that you have, even outside of health and fitness. So let's say you came in with a goal of just wanting to eat healthier. Instead, you could say, I'm going to batch cook 1 healthy meal every Sunday morning for the next 8 weeks. If your goal is to reduce stress, you could say, I'm going to meditate 3 times per week for 5 minutes in the evening. If your goal is to get better sleep, you could say, I'm going to read for 30 minutes before bed on the weekdays. So now let me know your SMART goal in the comments. Let me know if it changed from when you first set your goal. Thanks for watching.